Hello, team. Sorry about that delay. We are actually, as you can see, not quite ready to start as we are missing our friend Jess Brohard. We don't know exactly where she is. Hello.
Did we just hear her?
Yeah, I think somebody had the stream on.
Yep.
So I'm going to be setting up our overlay here live, kind of a cold start, but our DM, the lovely lady in the glasses there, not the one that it says Genevieve underneath, not that one. The other one is going to be our DM today.
Bertram, our DM.
Yeah. So, Jen, what's happening today?
Well, I guess should we just do intros first real quick?
Sure.
About us? No?
Sure.
So you're Anna. I'm Jen. There's Trump. And we have Steven, who's not one of our regulars, so he's our special guest today.
Yay.
He's going to be my assistant DM, but
You
also
bet.
a player. Because I am absolutely noob. I have never done this. And I'm going to do my best. I prepped for it, but apparently I'm quiet, so I'm going to put my volume up. Up, 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 up. Is it helping?
Oh, that's my fault. Here, I fixed.
Oh.
Now you guys can hear them. Sorry, that was my bad.
Oh, everything is better now?
Yeah, that was me.
Good.
Like I said, cold start. But we're good now.
Yep.
You guys have your correct names under you.
That's
Everything
amazing.
is awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome.
Everything is
Thank
good.
you.
I'm gonna tweet. All
right. And chat, let me know if there's any other problemos.
I'm sorry, I'm giving a last attempt at getting Jess on.
Yeah, if anyone happens to be sitting next to Jess Brohard, just poke her in the face and say, hey, Jess, it is time to be on the show. Anyway, so
Okay,
should we talk
I
about...
did my best. I messaged her boyfriend. He said he would do everything he can to wake her up or get her
Okay.
Awesome.
whatever she's doing. Okay.
So guys,
So-
this is a one-off. I see people already asking, like, when did this story start? This is just a break inspired by Misscliks D&D Seaborn, but not canon with or a continuation of Misscliks D&D Seaborn. This is just
So
a
you mean
mermaid
we're not-
adventure.
We're not technically under the water in the Misscliks D&D Seaborn world?
No,
Right.
but it's kind of inspired
Okay.
by
that's
it.
fair.
I mean, we could be under that same water, but
There's not the same creature nor the same situation in the world, so...
And Neil will
it's
say
basically
everything we
just
did was
an
wrong.
underwater adventure with mermaids.
right.
Fair enough.
That's what it is.
I'm on board. Or
But I feel it's
overboard,
kind of...
as the case may
Yeah,
be.
or underboard, it depends. So yeah, we're gonna be playing an adventure under the sea. And what else do I have to say before we get started in the universe? Is there anything we need to say before starting a campaign?
That it's
Maybe
gonna be
we won't-
awesome.
Okay, so disclaimers, maybe we won't finish it today because since I've never been in DM, I have no idea of what is long and what isn't long. And I also have no ideas about difficulty levels. I used a planning tool that Steven gave me, but since it hasn't been tested,
Oh no, you used Steven's planning tools.
Oh, no.
You're all doomed.
since like I've never tested it myself, maybe I fucked up in my choices of like balancing. But that might be fun. Like at the last minute, I realized that I picked 2 deadly encounters without knowing it.
Awesome.
And then I was like, I guess they will just happen if they're very, very, very unlucky. Very unlucky and kind of stupid. I'll give them a lot of warnings if they're going in that terrible direction.
So, definitely.
So they might die. Or not. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm super excited.
Me too.
So I guess let's get started. So first of all, you guys are all mermaids. So that's what's happening. And we are starting our adventure. If you want to put the stream on the map, Anna, if you feel
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
we're gonna... Oh man, hold on.
Look at this
Sorry.
awesome map.
Because I have made a drawing.
It's so great.
represent-
Just a moment, guys. Remember, this is a hot fix, so sorry. Ooh, actually, that was pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, we're getting there. Continue talking. I will work on
Okay.
this.
So we are starting off our adventure under the sea in the Mermaid City.
What's the name of the city?
It's called Mermaid City.
I need to take notes. Mermaid City.
I'm
Is it
very
the only
original.
Mermaid City?
As far as you know, you're the only Mermaid City nearby.
Okay, cool.
Like, you know there's other Mermaid City, but you don't know where they are.
But they're not called Mermaid City. This is the only one
No.
called Mermaid City.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
maybe others also called themselves Mermaid City, but you don't know that.
We should go to war against them. Do we know each other already? Are we friends?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So you guys are all starting in a tavern at the same table. So for some reason, you've all sat together. Maybe people forced you to. Maybe you're friends. I guess you guys are going to determine that.
What's the
You at
tavern
least-
named?
You at least know each other from living in this city. So like
Okay.
you're not unknown to each other. This is a small city, so you're not like strangers to each other, and you should know everyone in the city, at least
Jen.
like by name.
What's the tavern named?
What's the tavern's name, you say?
Yeah.
Of course, I did not give it a name.
Can it be
It's-
called the Blue Kraken Tavern?
It is called the Blue Kraken Tavern.
Yes.
How did you know?
All right.
Yeah, and
We're sitting
that's-
around the table in the Blue Kraken
Yeah.
Tavern.
And the Blue Kraken Tavern is, well, you guys need to tell me if you're rich or poor first, because there's two bars. There's the rich people's bars, called the Bar of Riches, and then, well, I guess...
Yeah,
the
we're
seedy
poor,
bar.
obviously.
Yeah,
we're
I get-
definitely poor.
Alright, so you're
I'm
in
like
the seedy...
usually rich, but right now I'm a little poor.
Okay, so you guys are
occasionally
in...
rich. And then often poor, because I
Okay.
spend all my money.
So you guys are in the Blue Kraken Cavern, which is the seedy bar of the city. I'm
Yep.
using the word seedy bar. And there's also the Bar of Riches, where the rich people go to. So you're all sitting at the bar right now, and I will actually let yourselves start off like that. You can talk, and then I will take over whenever I feel we need to make something happen.
Trump,
So
what's your
in
what's your
the-
character's name?
Wait, I want to explain what the bar is like.
I'm so excited.
Basically, what a bar underwater is, it's more of a kind of a small crack within the.
Ah!
Oh, yes! It's just.
Morning, Jess.
I was taking a nap.
You
Whoa.
need to redo the overlays, Anna.
I know, I literally
Everybody
just
panic.
finished them and then she popped on.
I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay. I will keep talking about the Blue Kraken Cavern.
That's awesome because Jess, I think our characters are gonna get along.
Yeah, clearly. So we didn't start yet, Jess. I just said we're underwater. You guys are all mermaids. You're in the tavern right now called the Blue Kraken's Tavern. Make sure to log into Roll20. And that bar is the poor people's bar. And I was about to describe it, so I will keep describing while Anna does the overlays and Jess logs on. Basically, it's a dent into the surface of the city, which is kind of like a small cavern. And in it, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of people, they look kind of poor, they don't have pearls or anything, they're a little bit dirty. Like, there's even one drunk guy in the corner that's kind of snoring. Underwater snoring is a thing.
That's me.
And basically what people do in those bars is that they eat shrimps, because that's what people like eating in those bars.
Like
And-
Ursula.
Yes. And they basically, instead of drinking alcohol, what they do is they take puffs, and puffs are like little flowers that you can just kind of just go poof, and then it goes bam, and you go, and
You
that's
like-
how
is
you
it-
drink.
Is it filled with a drink or is it filled with air?
It is filled with it's filled with air,
It's like a
awesome.
drug.
and it gets you
Is it
drunk
like
like
smoking?
alcohol.
Awesome.
No, it gets you drunk like alcohol. But
They're,
it's
they're like
air.
poppers.
Yeah. So it's
Those are
shrimps
called
with-
puffs.
Yeah. So there's shrimps and puffs for everyone.
Okay,
Nice.
Awesome.
So that's what you're doing right now. You're sitting at this crevasse-looking table thing, and you're doing shrimps and puffs together. City bar.
Jess,
And
what-
now
what's,
I'd like you guys to introduce yourselves.
what's your
uh,
character's name, Jess?
My character's name is Bertram von Swaggercock.
Von Swaggercock. Awesome. So, like, what do you look like when I look at you?
So I look like, if you can imagine, like Fabio, but like
Yeah,
mermaid form.
like flowing black hair.
Wow.
Yeah,
No, he's
yeah.
blonde.
Well, either way, flowing hair.
Flowing hair. Yeah.
Which is it? Is
Um,
it black or blonde?
Well, I change it occasionally. All right. Have you never heard of hair dye, woman?
Is it black and blonde?
Yes.
Like zebra stripe
That's
hair. Are you
hot.
like
It's
really
really bad
buff?
highlights. Yes, yes.
Bertram, you're buff?
Well, I'm kind of buff, but I think I'm more buff than I really am.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so Brock, God, what the hell's my last name? Brock Strongbow. He just crosses his arms beneath his, like, he's got, like, clamshell.
Does he?
He crosses his arms and he looks, yeah, well, that's his chainmail. He's got clamshells.
Oh.
He crosses his arms and he looks at you and he just, like, flexes and his clamshells just go.
Nice.
And he's like, so, my new friend, Bertram, I see that I am still the strongest man in the sea.
And then Bertram's
And
like,
he sits back down, or floats back down.
Bertram was like, well, no, I think you have an equal there, and then tries to flex. And
Awesome.
I'm, like,
we just
observing
get into a
this.
flexing competition. I like float over next to Bertram, and I'm like, let's see your lats, bro. Oh, those are pretty good lats. Well, take a look at these. You know, it's like there's like sound effects whenever I flex.
I'm unabashedly closely observing this flexing contest and like
Yeah.
sometimes even like touching the muscles and like just
Go
very
ahead,
scientifically
yeah.
like, which is the stronger?
Well,
You
that's
also
obviously
have there's a small mermaid kid that's kind of taken interest in this and is kind of watching the flexing contest, going like, huh.
you know, speaking of the strongest, though, and I, Ursula, stand up. I'm not really muscly at all, but I am really big and fat. A little bit pale for the sea, especially, and I can kind of see that I'm not in chainmail. I'm kind of more of a leather / caster kind of guy, and I do a flex, and it's mostly flabbiness.
Sort of like jiggle freely in the water.
Yes. I do a bit of my fat rolls around. I am also very strong.
Brock just goes, oh.
I poke, like when you flex, I poke the like underarm part right here, like a little bit, just to see what happens to it.
The kid laughs.
Are you like? Do you like have to swim down constantly because you're like always floating up?
I guess you have to maintain yourself. Yeah, it's kind of.
Do you have a normal mermaid tail?
Is your tail like a beluga whale? Are you like?
Or is it
not-
like an octopus, or like what's your tail like?
Yeah, what's your tail?
I don't know if there are different types of tails. Can you help out here? Steph?
Totally.
Oh yeah, you can
Alright.
be creative as long as you have a mermaid kind tail. You're good.
That's
Like-
fine. I am, in fact, more of an octo tail kind of guy.
Yeah.
Based off of.
Yeah, you can have like tiny, like like the tentacle, like little.
Exactly.
round
Also
thingies
swimming
over it.
around me are two eels.
Okay. Yeah.
They're Plotsum and
How
Wrexham.
come you have? It's your pet eels.
Yes, familiars. As a warlock.
Okay.
You've got like pet.
He's allowed for that, right, Steven?
Sure.
I don't know if that's standard. Was it in the character building?
Yes,
thing,
it
or
is.
you just... Okay, then.
They
You
won't
do
actually do anything, so
Okay.
it's not important, but
Oh yeah, then you do have two pet eels for sure. All right, so can you guys say your classes just to make sure everyone's from the public's on the same page?
Yeah. I'm a cleric from the god of the sea
Zeus or something?
or something. Whatever the god of the sea is named.
I have heard that his name is Zeus or something. All
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Zeus or something.
yeah, like Zeus or thing.
Yeah. Zeus
that's-
or thing.
Yeah, exactly. I in the meantime, like I've been just kind of observing, and now I pull out a lute and I kind of like distractedly play a few notes and kind of humming to myself, because I'm a bard, and I have long dark green wavy hair, and a dark green tail as well. That's very like what you would think a traditional mermaid, but it has like kind of gold shimmer to it when I swim. Jen, is it customary for all mer people in this place to wear something on top, or are they like Starbucks mermaids?
Oh, you can do whatever you want. Here is a free country, my lady.
So I actually
So we
wear
can show nips, no problem.
Ah, you can show nips.
so as is like, because this is not weird where we live, I have kind of a like not like the typical clamshell bra like
Because
Brock over
I
there
would
is
say,
wearing.
I guess, the average mermaid would have the clamshells on, but I mean, if you compare it to humans, we wear shirts. So I guess the standards of nudity are like
More flexible.
More flexible.
So I
yeah.
have this.
You would
like,
actually be weird if you're completely covered.
So I have like a kind of this collar thing that has shimmering, like, they kind of look like jellyfish tentacles. They aren't actually jellyfish tentacles because I would not wear those because that would really sting me, but I've somehow found something in the sea that looks like that. But it just kind of floats around me, and so it's like a shirt, like a halter top, but it's not really connected. So sometimes, it just might flow the wrong way, and then oops.
Is it like always perfectly placed so that it's always keeping you modest? Or okay, got it.
No.
All right. Fluid bra.
It's very tease-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So you're a female, Anna,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone else is male, correct? So we have merman and mermaid.
I would say sausage
So,
fest,
you're like
but
a really buff male, or a really buff female, rather.
me? No, I'm not buff.
Oh, sorry, I was confusing
boy.
you with Steven.
I'm very buff.
I know you are.
Me too.
Yeah, glad.
I start humming a tune about 2 muscle men and a big blobby friend.
Oh man, that's a great one.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like humming it, but I'm obviously not satisfied with it yet. I'm still kind of like working on it.
Can we compete for your like attention or attention and affection?
Oh, absolutely. I make
Okay.
it very clear that I hope you will
Dibs.
compete for my attention.
How are we doing? How are we doing the competition? Hang on, wait. What can I roll?
Well, I called dibs, so there's no competition, bro. So
I'm gonna roll a performance check. We'll see how much
I
your dibs
fucking
count for.
called dibs. Did you
14.
Call
Beat
dibs.
that. Beat that.
Let's see what happens.
Oh shit! No, you just
no!
rolled.
You just rolled
You
flat
rolled a
20.
20.
Yeah.
No,
You
roll
have
a
to roll
d20.
A d20.
Suck it. All right. Well.
All
All
right.
right.
So
I'll win.
I
We have a
like,
winner.
So I kind of consider Bertram, but then I turn to Brock, and I start singing, "Look at this man, isn't he neat? Wouldn't you think he eats lots of red meat?" Do-do-do-do-do-do. And I sing him a nice song.
As you guys are doing that, you have one of the mermaids, what's the word? Crap. Bartenders that kind of go up to you and they're like, "You guys want shrimps or puffs? Shrimps or puff?" But then she gets interrupted by a loud clinging noise, which is kind of like, I guess when shells would cling together, it goes like cling, 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 cling. And then it gets louder and louder, and you hear bell noises, and then it kind of echoes in the shellcrophones within the bar, because it's like a microphone amplifier. It's a shellcrophone.
Yeah.
So you hear it very clearly. But
Is
you
this
can
something we
also-
recognize?
Yes, you recognize it as the central plaza sound for the reunions in the city. Like when
Ah.
there's the town's crier
Like a
has
town
a
meeting,
message.
right?
Yeah, it's basically the town meeting noise.
Yeah.
So you hear the cling 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 cling
Is
cling
it-
cling cling.
Is it like a danger sort of thing, or is it just like there's
No,
there's
it's
an
just
announcement?
an announcement. It's a general announcement for the city.
I
So,
shout,
as-
"Shrimps and puffs, both of them. Bring me shrimps. It takes a lot to fuel this body."
And then she quickly brings them to you, but immediately after closes the bar and kind of urges everyone to go to the town's meeting. So everyone's kind of pushing towards there, going like, "Quick, quick!"
Yeah.
And then some people are kind of bringing their shrimps and puffs with them because
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
no.
city you can go out with your food and drinks.
I go
no,
to the
yeah.
other tables where people are leaving their shrimps and puffs behind, and I just start
Yeah.
like shoveling them into my shirt.
That's what's happening.
Awesome.
I don't. Do you want to roll to know if anybody notices?
Oh man, yeah, no, I'm totally gonna be stealthy. Here I go.
Are you trying to hide it from me, or am I still hanging around you?
I got a 13.
I need to know what is a success and a fail for that.
It's kind of up to you. Like, a 13 it's okay. It's not great.
Yeah, I think people are distracted, so it's gonna pass. Nobody notices.
Awesome.
Oh.
So
So I
actually-
come out late and I've got like my fish, my face stuffed full of shrimp.
I start
All right.
humming, "Be our guest, trying to think of words about food. I'm like,
So basically, you go
Wrexham, come
into.
on.
So you go
You
into
guys can
the.
come too.
So as you come out of the bar, you see clearly that everyone's assembled around this. Damn it! How do I ping? Can you see my ping?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So everybody, this is a statue, by the way.
Really
Statue.
well drawn.
What is it
Yeah,
a
it's
statue
very-
of?
It is the statue of Albert the Great.
Mm.
Good name.
It's a great name. I don't know where Albert comes from, but he must be a great man.
Well, that's why I was named Bertram, you see.
Oh, interesting.
You're
Probably
named
before.
after this great man who's like the
It's-
founder of our town.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's short for Albertram. I don't know if you knew, but he was actually my
Nice.
grandfather,
one of
not to
them.
brag, but
I perk up when you say this and I say, you were related to the great Albertram? Pray, let me look
Yes.
upon your face.
I
And I like
was.
look really like your face is here and I'm like, wow. Like I'm wide-eyed, like looking right in your face.
I look
I
up
kind
at
of
the
like that
statue
too.
and I go, he looks a little small to me.
Actually, you're correct. Albert the Great statue doesn't look like a strong buff man. It kind of looks like almost like an old man, kind of skimpy.
Good. I feel a little better about myself now.
So at the bottom of said statue, you see the very short townscrier named Chris, who also happens to be part of a band. You guys know that because you're from this city. And
Have I
he's
ever
there...
jammed with him before?
Huh?
Did I jam with him before? Like we've jammed?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're part of the musical group in this city, you're most likely jamming with each other.
I'm like, hey, Chris. And I kind of like give him a little like cute
He
kiss
got
on the
it.
shoulder.
He goes like,
We do that
He's,
like
preparing-
Hollywood
looks a bit
kiss thing,
nervous.
like that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys do that. He looks a bit nervous because he's about to make a big announcement to the city, and it still kind of stresses him out because the last guy ended up having like throat issues, so he can't really scream anymore, so he's been demoted.
Mm.
So he's kind of new to his job, so he's very
Gotcha.
nervous. And he's standing right next to Mayor Albert II, which you actually know as the son of the great Albert.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, is Bertram that guy's son?
No.
Oh.
Did-
Bertram was like some other offshoot of the lineage of Albert the Great.
Well, maybe
guess so. I don't-
maybe Bertram
You
lied.
don't know that. You don't know if it's true or not. Maybe it's
Alright.
true, maybe it's...
Rumors tell.
Rumors say.
So we
Got
have townscrier Chris next to Mayor Albert II that is about to start his message. So he's waiting for everybody to assemble. And now that he sees that most people are there, he starts his speech. So he first goes, kind of shakily, like climbs onto the bottom of the Albert the Great's little statue thing. And he goes, oh yeah. We have an important message from our mayor, Albert II. The water levels are dropping abnormally fast, and our city is in great danger. Many threats come with this. He's nervous, see? He can't even pronounce it. Right. Not only might we have to abandon our city if the water level drops too low, because
Never.
we can't breathe when there's no water, so we must be careful. But we also might get discovered by the voracious bipeds. And then from the crowd you hear like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
not the bipeds."
Bipeds.
And Brock says it too. Oh my, by the depths, the bipeds.
I like hide behind Brock's bicep, like, oh.
Yeah.
And then he goes, or the vicious Sahuguins. They might use this as an opportunity to attack us. And then you go, they're not.
I can do.
We're ready for anything.
Ursula rolls his eyes.
So you guys know that the Sahuguins are kind of your mortal enemies. They kind of fight you for territory and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
They're
they're
kind
little
of,
pussies.
Yeah.
What
They're
are
a
they?
weird, like, mermaid-like creature. They're kind of similar to you, but they're your enemies. So, and
Yeah.
they're known as evil and cruel.
What's
And
different
weak.
about them? Like, what would I point out? Like, oh, that's not a mermaid. That's a Sahuagin because, like, do they look different?
Don't Sahuagins have legs? Like they're kind of like frogs instead of like fish.
In this world, they're more like mermaids, but
Okay.
it looks like their limbs are a little bit more, I guess, detached. It's kind of like if they were in a transition state.
Are they like longer and spindlier and kind of skeletal looking, or?
Well, let's say that their mermaid tail is split off into two, and it looks
Wow.
like it's almost like evolving towards.
Oh,
so they
yeah,
think
okay.
they're
So
all
like the
high
next
and
step
mighty.
towards
Yeah.
legs.
Because they're
No.
like, oh, we're about to go on land, and we're like,
Yeah.
screw
Yeah,
you
something like
guys, because
that.
we're fine
No,
under,
those-
under the sea.
I'm not down with
Under
that.
the
Filthy.
sea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
filthy.
So people are starting to whisper amongst the crowd. They're nervous, and then you hear Lady Ariel going, "We're all going to die!"
Lady Ariel?
Yeah, Lady Ariel.
Who's Lady Ariel?
Have you rolled for her hotness score yet?
Oh, she's very hot. We're not rolling for that.
So
She's
I'm
she's
rolling
like an
in chat.
18.
oh yeah, and she's got red
Oh, she's
hair.
at least a 14
and she's
according
got
to chat.
purple clamps on her boobies, and she's got a
Mm.
green tail. She's exactly like the Little Mermaid. That's what's happening here.
Okay.
So she's like, "We're all going to die."
I swim over to her and I say, "Not if I can help it. Not if I, Brock Strongbow, can help it."
And
I
then I'm
flex.
right beside him, like, nor if I, Bertram von Swaggerpop.
I see this happen, and I go, and I go over to Ursula and perch on Ursula's shoulder and kind of
And
like
she's-
nuzzle him.
She's like, "Thank God strong men like you are in our city to save us."
I know, right?
Yes, thank God for me.
And then Mayor Albert II actually tries to calm the city. So he kind of pushes over Chris and goes, "Calm down, everybody. No need to panic. We have kind of a solution. Our brave sentinel, Aquaman," and then you kind of see a guy pop up from the crowd and kind of lift up, really proud of himself.
Does he look big?
Yeah.
Does he look bigger?
Oh no!
He's very blue. He's very blue. Our brave sentinel, Aquaman, has acquired intel that legendary items called land suits are currently in the sacred water temple. At the bottom of the sea? Says a little kid. Yes, at the bottom of the sea. And I task you, our brave merfolk fighters, to take action. You must form groups and go get those land suits so that we are ready to face the threat. The first team that will collect the land suits will be declared Mer Knights and will acquire the status of Mer Nobles for their whole family lineage to enjoy forever. We'll grant
Bruh, we gotta get that.
Yeah,
We'll
I
grant
look.
them
I
land.
go look at Swaggercock and I'm like, "We've got this."
And I start
Bruh.
singing, "Let's get down to business to get the land suits." Do
Nice.
do 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 do. And I start just like swirling and swimming away, and I'm like circling you guys, trying to inspire you and stuff.
I
We're
was like
gonna go with
looking at
her.
Anna's character with my mouth open, drooling slightly.
I notice this, and I like wink at you.
Oh, I just got hard. I don't even know how that's possible.
I don't
Being
either.
a merman at all.
You should get your tail
That
checked.
happened. We'll go to a doctor. His tail has been hard for more than 4 hours.
Awesome.
Anyways,
Finishes his speech quickly, says, "We will grant them land and cover them in pearls. May the best merman win."
Me, I'll win.
Then people are starting to whisper, and he says, "If you want to form a group, you have to register to Town's Crier Chris." And then
I,
the
I
first...
swim towards Chris.
we all like topple over each other to get to Chris. Like, ugh.
I accidentally topple over Anna's character. Whoa, sorry.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Pardon me.
Let me help you up here.
As you guys try to approach Chris, you have a noble that actually comes to cut you off
What?
and kind of pushes you over and is like, "Get out of my way! I, Sir Pimpernel Goodbody, would like to register alongside my minions."
Is he
Mini
big?
pimp. No.
He's a
just
wimp. I push him
but
aside.
You know he's a noble.
I
Do
just
you want,
got
The
him.
other way.
you
The
want
other
to
way.
push a noble?
Yeah, totally. I want to make it look like I didn't see him.
I hold them back. I say, "Hold on a minute," and then I cast Charm Person on Pimpernel Goodbody.
Oh shit!
You cast that in front of the whole town?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know that before you cast it, I want you to know that it is known that you're not supposed to cast magic within the confines of the
Okay,
city.
then never mind.
I shove him.
Fine.
I shove him the other direction.
All right.
And then
yeah.
I,
We just
like-
like shove
And I
past
toss him
him on
back and
each
forth.
side. Yeah, totally.
You get a really mean look from the guards, and Pimpernel turns to you and says, "Well, I see how it is. If you guys are trying to get the land suits, my group outside the city will not let you escape."
When he
Bruh,
falls
you
down
don't have
after
to let
they
us, bruh.
after
I
they
look at
push
him and I'm
him,
like, if the rest of your group looks like you, I'm not really worried.
Yeah,
I-
what
Is
he
that a
said.
threat?
What he said.
Oh, you should be worried, my dear. I, for one, I'm a noble, and I also am a wizard, so you shouldn't mess with me.
I was.
And then he kind of pulls out 2 magical balls that kind of float.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Um,
I shrug my hands and I say, "We're underwater, brah."
After he got pushed down, like when they brushed past him and stuff, I like helped him up. Was like, oh, you poor thing. Oh, here, let me help you. And I like arrange his hair, and like when he pulls out the crystal balls, I like, tuck him in. I'm like, you're going after the land suits too?
Oh,
How
yes, I
brave."
am. Then he signs, "This is my autograph. Please keep it safe. I don't want anyone to be able to imitate my signature." Then you kind of see that there's like 2 mermaids with no clams hiding their boobies that follow Pimpernel as he goes away. They're like, "Oh, you're so great. I'm sure you're gonna get it."
When I
Can't
see
wait
that,
for-
I'm like, and I move on.
I really
You
I
can
get her
see that-
attention. I get Anna's attention. I'm like, oh, I'm injured too. I'm injured. They shoved me too. I'm
I, like-
hurt.
Brock Strongbow never gets injured.
Do you wanna kiss my injury?
Both of them are like, Brock's like, never gets injured, and Bertram's like, oh, I'm hurt. So, Jen, which one performs better that attracts me more?
You can
Let's
roll
find
for
out.
it.
I never have performance issues.
I think I need to make a deception roll. How well have I deceived you? I've got a 13.
What are you rolling for, Jess? Are you also deceiving me? Are you actually hurt?
Well, yeah, I'm totally hurt. What check would that be against? Oh my god, I have a -1 until. Oh no, I have a 9 intelligence.
You could do persuasion.
Yeah. Okay. Could I though?
That's the question.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. All right.
I have 0 deception.
It's gonna be charisma. That's what it is.
Ah.
Okay. My charisma is 11. Sorry. What do I roll for that?
Just roll 1d20 plus 0.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Oh.
I was more convincing, but only very slightly.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, here. And I like give you like a Band-Aid. I'm like,
Nice.
and I like kind of pat you, Bertram. And then I'm like, oh, Brock, how much do you bench? You must bench so much.
I bench more than him, and I point to Ursula.
That's a
Well,
lot.
I don't think we've seen that for sure. Anyways, I can't have that noble outdoing me. You 3,
You're
you're
right.
coming with me, and we're finding those land suits.
Okay.
You're right.
Chris kind of goes up to you guys because he still knows Anna from their band jamming activities, and he's like, "Would you guys like to sign up?"
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be our party leader, right, Ursula?
Of course. And that's not the only thing I'll lead soon, as soon as I get that noble title, which I deserve already.
Yeah, like the rest of us.
I don't know about that.
Ah.
I sign.
So
You
you
know-
sign up.
Back in the good old days, nobility was apportioned according to size. Only the biggest were nobles.
Oh, I would be a noble then. I'm so.
Yeah, we're pretty noble.
You and me, bruh.
Super.
We're the noblest.
The
I
noblest.
shake a bit, of course. That only makes sense.
Were you once part of the castle, but then King Triton and his flimsy fish folk kicked you out? Wasn't that what happened?
Wow,
think I
apparently
remember
you're
that.
quite knowledgeable.
That
Yes,
sounds
I know
familiar.
quite the story here, but yes, I was unrightfully dethroned.
I've never been big on history.
I know a story relevant to almost every situation, it turns out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. You're smarter than the average, mermaid.
Why, thank you.
Those other bitches, their heads just, full of air
Jen.
bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
while we're all talking, I'm trying to keep an eye on High Lord Pimpernel and where he's going with his floozies.
Oh, he seems to be on a mission already. He seems to be looking for something. You see him actually heading off to his house very quickly.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be gone for, at least for now, he's gone, but he seems to be headed out because his little wingmen are outside waiting for him.
Well, I as I see him sort of turn the corner, I turn to my companions and I say, hey, I'm going to go follow that guy. Maybe he can lead us straight to the land suits.
That's I was gonna say. I was gonna say that. You didn't let me finish, bruh. Not cool.
I'm rolling stealth to see if I can follow him sneakily. I got a 15. So yeah, I go like sneakily stealthing off.
Oh, I guess I'll do a perception check to see if he.
Sure.
You. I guess I'll roll this one in private because it's not funny if he knows.
Makes sense.
So it's
Did we get any info on where these things were in the first place?
Crap, how do we do it? Wait.
It's
how do I do
/GM roll, no space, and then 1d20
GM
plus
roll,
whatever.
D20 plus. Oh, all right.
That's good. That's a good sign. That was a good thing, Chad, when the GM laughs like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm following, and I think Ursula is trying to find out information on where these things are, right?
Yeah, I'll ask the crier, since we haven't gotten much information.
You ask who?
Chris,
You ask Chris.
don't you?
Alright.
So you're announcing this to us, but where are these land suits?
Well, I'm a little bit busy right now, as you can see, because I'm taking registrations. You kind of see a queue forming. But if I were you to get information, man, there's so many people you could talk to. There's Russell, our buddy. You
Russell
know,
Wilson?
Anna. Russell is another one of the musicians from the city.
Mm.
There's Old Sage McCold that you could go talk to, or Captain Clarence. Who else could you talk to? You could talk to. I really gotta go. You should go talk to people, or maybe even Ariel. She's a bit crazy, but you never know. Good luck.
Are we still with you, Ursula, or?
Looks like those two have gone on their own stealth mission. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm following whoever.
I think I was
Following
you guys.
Pimpernel.
Yep.
But then I'm like, hey guys, wasn't he supposed to be our party leader? Ursula?
Well, they're doing their own thing. That's fine. I think they're helping the mission.
Okay.
Which one of those three do you think would be most useful to talk to? I didn't catch your name.
Oh, I am Calliope, at your service. Humble bardress.
Calliope. Well, as a bard, shouldn't you have this information yourself? Where are these legendary land suits?
Hey, stop attacking the lady.
You know, I am ashamed to say that I do not know, but I know a legend of a young man who once couldn't find what he was looking for, and he was told by a strange prisoner with a bird on his back in a dungeon. So maybe we should go to a dungeon and find a strange old prisoner who could tell us how to get to the Cave of Wonders and find the land suits.
I like this plan.
Me
To
too.
the stage.
Me too.
Got it. I start heading off toward the stage.
I'm like, oh yes, the stage, obviously. Okay.
Alright, so
And I
I'll
follow.
send you the location of the sage's house. You know that he resides. Oops, I just moved it. Good job. He resides here in a little hut-like thing. You know him by the name of Old Sage McCold, but it's actually not his real name.
What is his real name, Jen?
Don't say.
You wouldn't know because you don't know him very well.
Someone should ask.
Yeah, I think people kind of think he's kind of just old, so they call him Old Man McCold.
Mm.
Old Sage McCold. They know he's a sage.
So I'm
Alright.
following Pimpernel. Like, is he going to his house?
So Pimpernel was in his house, so I guess you followed him there.
Sure.
And after like a minute or two pass, you see that he's coming out of his house with all of his equipment for like fighting and stuff like that. You see he has a map on him. Mm-hmm.
He has a map on
He
him.
has a map on him.
Okay.
And you see that he's surrounded by 5 of his best guards.
5.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's a noble.
Yeah. All right.
So-
All right.
And he also got 2 like group fangirls around him as well.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna see that and then like look like I'm like picking up a crab off the ocean floor to eat, and you know just doing something inconspicuous, and then I'm gonna go swim over back towards the town center and see if I can
You
find my
see,
friends to tell them about the map.
As you do that, you still see him headed towards the garden district.
Heading towards the garden district. Where's
The
that?
garden district is to the left of the city, and it is
Okay.
still part of the city.
Got it.
You see
Okay.
him on the left. I kind of drew shitty flowers.
I see that. I see the shitty flowers. I'm on
That is
board.
the flower district.
Okay.
I
I
just
go
see
back.
awesome flowers.
So he's going
Wrong.
this way.
Yeah, I swim back in the opposite direction towards the town center, and then I guess maybe I see them like heading towards old Sage McGold's hut.
Why
so
can't I move
tail.
my icon like Steven can? I want to be a Roll20 senpai too.
Yep, me too.
How do I
Yeah,
do
I
it?
can't either. What am I doing wrong?
I'm super awesome, you guys. I don't know. How to
I'm
tell
super
this.
awesome too. I just felt like staying in this one place. This is where I don't feel like moving.
Jen can give you permissions over your icons. You have to do it on their character sheets, but maybe it's worth doing in the break.
Do it during the break, yeah.
Okay.
I just thought I was failing.
So where are they? You want me to move them?
Where
We're
do you
going
want
to
to be?
Old Sage McGold's hut, right?
Yeah, Ursula
Oh,
and
yeah,
I are
so
at
you're
Old
all
Sage
going-
McGold's hut.
So you guys are all at Old Sage McCold's.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So you are in front of his.
I knock on his door and then I play my lute and go do 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 do.
You see him come out of his house, and you see that he's wearing an interesting little top hat with a feather. He has a humongous mustache that is curled, and he goes, "Well, hello there, my friends. How are you doing today?"
Old man, no time for pleasantries. Tell us where the land suits are.
The lens suits? You're talking about the legendary lens suits?
Yes,
Yes,
can you tell
those
us where the
ones.
cave with the mouth of a tiger is, where we can find them deep under the ocean?
What are you talking about?
I once heard tale of something like that.
Hmm.
I kind of hide behind Ursula.
I don't know of any lens suits in such a place. But if you listened to the town's meeting, you would probably know where they are, because I remember they actually said it. But since apparently you youngsters don't pay attention, I will kindly repeat it for you. They said it is in the water temple.
Ah, yes, that's what I meant. Where is the water temple?
Ah, that did it.
Of course
instead.
I listened.
But good thing you came to me, because I am clearly the sagest of the city. Huh. It is located in the deep sea.
Ooh,
So
I
what,
shiver
we
when
can
he
just
says
like
that.
go down until we find it.
Yes.
Oh,
If you say
I look
it
down
like
at the ground.
yes.
that works pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does GM Pimpernel the lame have a map to this place?
Well, I don't know what he owns, but a map would sure be helpful to find the water temple.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it?
I
I
don't
don't
have
need a map.
I don't have a map, but I can tell you from what I know, from what I've seen, I believe it is past the crevasse. And you guys know that
I'll pass your crevice.
you guys know that the crevice is like if you look at the map right now, it's the weird wavy part I did at the bottom here.
Okay.
Oh, the
But
crevasse.
actually, if
That
you
came
go
across.
if you go downwards from the village, you know that there's 3 directions you can head to go downwards. There's the Pearl District, which is there, which is where people mine pearls, and there's a lot of like kind of railroads types thing, and they kind of have little wagons, and that's where people work. Most of the mermaids work. Then you have the crevasse, which is known to be a little bit dangerous, and there's the hobos kind of tend to be there. and it's rumored to have a lot of crabs. And basically to the right here is the frozen shipwreck. So
Is
there's
it
Anna and
And-
Elsa.
temple in the crevasse?
so the sages just so I'm telling you that I think you need to traverse the crevasse to go to the deep sea, but you could actually also go by the Pearl District or the frozen shipwreck. But I think the fastest way is probably by the crevasse. I've never been there though, so I'd never know. And if you go through the crevasse, be careful, because I actually have my cousin there, Crazy Josie Hobo, that you might meet. Don't listen to him. He is insane. I don't know what he did all his life. Probably too many huffs and puffs.
Huffs. I've never heard of huffs.
Ooh,
I
don't
like
want
puffs,
to know about
but-
huffs, little lady. You don't want to know about huffs.
Oh, but I do. Tell me the story.
Well, huffs are the thing that your parents tell you about not to ever try. Makes you
Oh,
crazy. You're gonna see stuff.
I see. Interesting.
And Brock, which path did Pimper take?
Pimpernel went off to the garden. I don't know why, but maybe we could go knock him out and take his map.
I would be
Ooh.
very careful going up against the great Pimpernel.
What?
He
That guy's a nerd.
He has a mighty army.
A mighty army.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he had like
even
5
though-
guards with him, and then like two hot chicks were just like hanging on him.
Those ladies are very lovely indeed. Kinda, they're not very in my time though. They're kinda not prude at all. Not prude at all.
No,
Can you
definitely
get to
not.
the temple through the gardens?
Sorry?
Can you get to the temple through the garden path?
No, the gardens are at this water level. To go towards the deep sea, you must go through the lower sea. Here we are in the upper sea.
What a fool! He doesn't even know where he's going.
He's
And
dumb.
there's also the danger shore up there, which you should never go to. It's dangerous.
Oh, is that why
Well,
it's called
um,
Danger Shore?
Which path to the deep sea is the most dangerous?
It depends of what danger is to you. Is a crazy hobo dangerous? Is an eel dangerous? Is a shark dangerous?
Shark sounds the most dangerous. Where's that one?
Well, they can be everywhere. Really.
When
okay.
when the sage mentions is an eel dangerous, I kind of nod towards my eel and then have him like menacingly go towards him. No, Wrexham, no.
Get those out of my house! I don't like sea creatures. They're dangerous.
Oh, they're perfectly fine, and you can see that I have no fear of eels.
Yeah, I have a fear.
Eels are
of
most
eels.
excellent creatures.
If I were you, I'd have a fear of eels and Neils.
Do I see anything? We're in his house, in Old Sage McGold's house, right?
Mhm.
Do I see anything of interest, like any maps or any like gold or anything that would be like very tempting?
He actually looks kind of poor. You see that he's kind of a middleman, like not rich, not poor. You see he's got a lot of books. You see that he just seems kind of humble, doesn't have that much. You see that his neighbor, however, Captain Clarence, seems a lot richer. He has a tiny boat as a house, and it's right across the street.
Is Ariel known for anything amongst the mermen?
Ariel?
Yeah. Why is she important?
Ooh, Ariel is the one that keeps the Iridescent Gardens in the Garden District.
Something sparkly?
That's the way that Pimpernel went to.
Yeah, to the Iridescent Gardens kept by Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think we should go murder some hobos.
Well,
That's
perhaps
the fastest
not
way. It's the only way we
murder.
can beat that Pimper.
But adventure, certainly. Let us go to the crevasse.
Yeah. What do you think, Bertram, to the crevasse?
That's what I was about to say. Didn't you hear me before?
Yeah, you were about to say it just before me.
You interrupted me, bruh.
Yeah, well, I had
Not
to get it
cool.
out first.
Not cool.
But right before we go, I think we should talk to Ariel. Not only because she might know what Pimper's plan is, but maybe she has some information. She looks like the type. I know it
She
from my
does look
gut.
like the information.
My gut tells me.
Your gut has ample
And
wisdom,
my
I
gut
am
wobbles
sure.
a bit as I lay hands on the gut.
Ew.
Yeah. Your gut is really ample. Yeah.
Yeah,
What-
you should work on that, bro.
What he said.
I think your gut is fantastically wise. Let us go see Ariel, but let us hurry, because we mustn't let someone get ahead of us through the crevasse to the deep sea to get the land suits.
It's okay. That old Pimper guy's going in the wrong direction.
Bro, you might be fat, but you're smart. You're okay.
All right. Well, is Ario still hanging around that statue, the middle?
No, she's in the garden district. As you come out of the house, what you see is that the two fangirl ladies with the naked boobs are actually standing kind of close to the town's exit to go towards the lower sea, and you kind of see the end of Pimpernel Goodbody going towards the Pearl District, actually.
The Pearl
It's the
District.
Pearl District. Which one's that one?
That's a way to the deep sea.
Really?
That is one of the ways to the deep sea. There's three ways, but you've heard that the crevasse is fastest according to Old Sage McOld.
We gotta be fast.
Well, we could just take the same path, and if something unfortunate were to happen to Pimpernel, then we would beat him to it.
Wait.
And perhaps he will clear out all the dangers in the way.
Yeah, hear this out. He
As
goes. He gets in all the fights. He gets hurt, and then we jump him.
I like the way you think.
Wow.
Take all his stuff.
That sounds legendary.
Yeah,
As
that's what they make songs to sing about heroes of.
Yeah. Wait.
As you see him going away, you hear the cries of Ariel from far away.
What, like crying?
From the garden district. You hear like cries and shouts and ah!
Wow, is she really loud, or is this town not that big?
She's really loud.
Okay.
She's like the most annoying scream you'll hear in town, basically.
Ah,
Nice.
I grab Ursula.
I changed my mind. She's too annoying.
And I was about to grab Ursula, and then he says that, and I'm like, Bertram! And I grab
Yes.
Bertram's arm. You must
We
be a
shall
hero
go.
and save poor Ariel!
But of course, follow me.
I follow.
You're wasting
my
our
loot.
time, but okay, fine.
But okay, fine. I turn to Ursula and I say, Ursula, should we visit a store and stock up before we head out? We can let those two take care of Ariel.
But you're not prepared already, and I kind of wave around my trident.
I pull out from my merman pockets my warhammer and my shield.
You look ready to me.
Ah, yes, I suppose. It always helps to have more rope.
That is true.
I've got all the rope we need.
Damn, Bertram is so prepped. All right, I'm gonna follow Bertram.
All right. Well, I'm going towards Ariel. No shopping required.
Alright, so we get to
So we have a
Ariel.
split
What's
of
happening?
the party. We have a group going towards Ariel and a group going towards the shops, correct?
No,
No,
we're
we
all
all
going
went
to
toward the
Ariel now.
shop.
Oh,
Or I mean
okay.
to Ariel.
Yep.
On the way to Ariel's, there's actually the shops, by the way. Those are the shops, and Ariel is there. And the Pimpernel left towards this way, and
Yeah.
the bickering ladies are kind of hanging out there, like his two fangirls. They seem to be arguing about something.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well,
Are
I
they
guess
still
since we're
topless?
passing them along the way.
They are still topless. They're always topless.
I'm looking with vested interest at Pimpernel.
They wear a lot of pearls, though. So they're topless, but they have like pearls on their fingers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong, ladies? As I walked by, Pimpernel leave you behind?
And then I flex.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't know why he's leaving us behind. He really shouldn't be doing such a thing. It seems too dangerous. He should just let you plebs go. The other one's like, oh, shut up. What are you talking about again? I think he's gonna come back and bring us the riches and gonna get more land, and it's gonna be amazing.
Why
Are
did
you
he
two-
take the pearl path?
Well, obviously, he's got good camaraderies going on with the Pearl District. He's a noble. He makes money off this. It's kind of his turf, And it's kind of ours by extension. Ha 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 ha.
Like I want to like go up to one of them and just be like, "Hey, so, those nobles? They're really kind of flimsy." And just like cross my arms and flex.
I heard a story. I put myself between Brock and the two ladies, and I go, I once heard a story about a young girl who was overlooked, and she seemed, she was beautiful, and she could speak with all these animals, and she could sing, but she was overlooked from her two ugly stepsisters, and everyone paid attention to them instead of her, but really it was her who had the heart of gold. And
Why would they pay attention to them if they're ugly?
I just kind
Ew.
of like put my tail up like over her face, like, so I'm I'm like, and I'm just like, and then she met a handsome prince, and they lived
smile.
happily
Like
ever
Pimpernel?
after. And I just
like Sir Pimpernel?
she puts her head up like this, my tail's right here, and I just go like right in her face, not to hurt her, but just like.
Ugh! You should really clean up your fins over there, lady. That's kind of nasty.
Anyways, where's Ariel? We heard her screaming.
Oh, she's like over there. I don't know what Pimpernel did with her just now. It's kind of weird. Maybe we should go check up on them. I don't feel like it. We should just really go back to the house and hang out.
I swim past them like kind of rudely and just kind of like flick my tail at both of them and go looking for Ariel.
Okay.
I stay back with the ladies for a little bit, and I say, "Ladies, listen. It's clear that you understand that Pimpernel is obviously the best person in this town, and he's definitely going to
The
bring you
richest.
back. He's definitely going to bring you back the riches, right? But
I hope so.
but wouldn't it
It
be
would
more
kind of up our
fun?
social status.
It would, wouldn't it? But wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it feel like a hollow victory if he were the only one who had any chance of success? Wouldn't it feel more meaningful if you knew there was some real competition? Ladies, Pimpernel had a map. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw his map.
Ladies, if you can get me a copy of that map, or tell me part of the information on that map, I can guarantee that Pimpernel has a challenge, and when he brings back your riches, everybody in town will know he was the best. Ka-ching! And I'm making a persuade roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need to roll for this.
Let's see what I rolled. 14.
14. Should I roll against it? What do you do normally for that?
Usually what I do is I like ballpark a mental number. You could try to roll something if it's like you could, I don't know.
There's some kind of DM general thing, like 10 is easy and 15 is like a medium request, and
Yeah.
20 is like a
Yeah.
hard request.
All right, let's do that. So, okay. So they're gonna say, well, we certainly don't have access to a map, but the other girl kind of whispers, and the first girl's here, and she's like, yeah, that's what I thought. You saw it too, huh? I think that Captain, what's his face? Captain Clarence might actually have one. I think
Clarence might have a map.
yeah, I think I saw it in his house the last time I went by there. We had a little nobles gathering. We were drinking wine. Well, actually, we don't drink wine. Crap. We were sipping puffs, and we were eating shrimps. It was really, really, really a good time. Captain Clarence is pretty great. Not as great at this.
Look, thanks, ladies.
but-
I kind of use my book to push them aside as I'm walking towards Ariel. We have
Nice.
places to go.
All right, see you, I guess.
Yeah. I give the thumbs up, and then I like crick my thumb, and it like flexes.
And one of the girls is like, if you end up finding the land suits, you can always have maybe a date with me.
Nice.
Oh.
I've always wanted to need to
Find
work
the land
to
suit.
earn my woman's attention.
And then they both go like, ho, 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 ho. Well, good luck.
Cool. All right, Ursula, we're following you.
Yeah, I'm following the bard, who's kind of leading the way to our.
Okay.
So, are you guys going to Ariel screaming, or are you
Yes.
going to Captain Clarence?
Let's go there. I think we're
Or-
going to end up going to all of them.
Okay, we're going to Ariel's place right now. So
Mhm.
we are going towards the Iridescent Gardens. So as you approach the gardens, what you see is just a beautiful. You know how you can imagine a beautiful under the sea landscape. There's like alga, and there's beautiful flowers, and there's even like really shiny ones. But there, over the end of the garden, you see Ariel currently having a tantrum. She's screaming, she's crying, she seems panicked. And next to her, you see half of the garden basically ransacked.
Whoa.
How do you ransack a garden? Can you elaborate?
Well, you see that a lot of the flowers have been pulled out. So she
We
seems very unhappy right now.
should we take our break and come back and find out what she thinks happened?
Yes.
So, guys, we do take just a couple breaks during the show. This will be just a few minutes. The stream will stay up, and we'll run a couple commercials. If you leave your stream on, that's awesome. It supports us. If you feel like doing other things, you can also check out Misscliks on Twitter and follow this channel, or check out any of the Twitters that you see on your screen right now below our faces. Those are my suggestions for things you can do in the meantime. And we will be back in just a few minutes with the continuation of Misscliks D&D Under the Sea. See you in a little bit.